the person I've memed the most is
I think what was it, his 200th game in the NRL.
the Chris Butler needs the bunker in his ear because he's that bad.
Biggest thing in NRL is Origin.
Yeah.
When Origin comes, brother,
That's peak
state
football.
versus state, mate versus mate. No one cares who you, bro. No one cares about this guy. No one cares about that guy. If he's a Queenslander and I'm on the New South Wales team, it's dramas until it's over. Oh, Maron, what are you doing? Hey, like, comment, subscribe, share, do everything you gotta do, man. It goes a long way, trust me. You like my shirt? Get straight into the episode. She's living a life. All right, listen. We were just talking about the Sopranos, and Mo just started it. If you don't know who Mo is the man behind the camera, the man of the man that produces everything. Everything that happens, him and Mems are hand in hand, the best of the best. And
He's the Dr. Dre.
yeah, he is the Dr. Dre, and but we just put him onto Sopranos, and he's excited. Bro, I'm like so jealous of you, bro. It's the greatest show of all time.
Yeah, I wish I could just lose memory of Sopranos
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
could watch it again.
I think I'll watch it in like 10 years when I have kids, and I'll just watch it with them.
Yeah, but then Suey spoiled something for him, so it's already happened.
Only one thing, bro. It's nothing. I didn't really spoil anything.
Someone died, bro.
It's not that significant, bro.
It is.
You know what's significant? It's League Lads episode 13. That's what's significant.
It is.
Yeah.
And Freddie is on the.
No, he's not. I'm gonna back Freddie with this.
No, we're messing around. We're messing around.
Okay, we're gonna get into Origin very, very soon. Welcome back to episode 13 of League Lads. We like to start off by just chatting shit for whatever reason it is. Today the topic is Sopranos and Mo Producer, so got that one out of the way. Great week of footy. Some good games, some big results.
We're back to the upsets now,
We're
eh?
back to the upsets, bro. My tips were horrendous as usual. I'm the worst tipper ever. But
But I got one wrong.
Nah, I think I got like, bro. I tipped.
Oh no, I got two wrong.
I had a
last two games I got wrong.
I had a shocker, bro. I thought I tipped the right ones, and I went back on yesterday, and I just looked. I'm like, oh, right, this is rubbish, bro. Anyway, enough about tips. Let's get into W Man's, L Man's Game of the Round, weekly awards. We got a lot to talk about. Who's your first W Man's? I've got a list here. If you,
No, I don't need no list, bro.
all right, bro. Go on.
I'd like to formally apologise to this brother because if I've spoken crap about anyone, it's been this bloke for the last few years.
I think we all have, to be honest with you. But go on.
The person I've memed the most is Jaden Okukbor, especially when he's on the wing. But I've always liked him in the forwards. I remember him scoring a hat trick. I think even 4 tries in one game when he was in the forwards in reserve grade. And he has the body for it, and he's getting better every week when he plays there. And you know what? We're not going to call you Jaden Knock on Ball anymore.
What's the new name, mate? Tell me the new name.
Mate, the Ock.
The Ock.
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock. Like,
And you can't say it fast together.
Doc Ock, mate.
Doc Ock. I'm not
Doc
going to
Ock,
say
bro.
Listen, Jaden Okukbor, that was a good performance.
Footwork, bro.
Everything, bro. When he ran, I'm like, it's going to be an obstruction because the refs, we'll get into it when we speak about game of the round, but they picked on everything. And Jaden Okukbor, I said it, bro. Like, I don't mind him in the forwards. I think on the wing, he's a bit indecisive. He's a bit, I don't know. Maybe it's just not for him, bro. In first grade footy where it's that quick and whatnot. So Jaden Okukbor, bro, he's getting his flowers this week. Another man I want to give his flowers to, Luke Brooks, bro, because I think what was it, his 200th game in the NRL, which is a big achievement. All right, a lot of people don't even hit anything near that before their careers go to waste. But man, Luke Brooks, that game for the Tigers was unbelievable. He was unbelievable, and I remember saying this: if he leaves the Tigers, I think like with a different environment, I think that he will be so much of a better player. But man, he's still there, and like I think that one win really made him work all together better and just improve that whole side because we all remember, bro, the Tigers were horrendous at the start of the season.
Yeah, but I don't think in a lot of areas Luke Brooks wasn't actually horrendous. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Luke from round 1 this year has been running a football more than he ever has before. I swear and it's just he's honestly the Tigers and Shainesy have figured out what the team does well, what the team can't really even do. Okay, they're limited.
Yeah.
When the ball goes to last and they're within their 20 meters, they don't kick the ball high. They either grab it or run the football. Like they just against the Dragons, they didn't even kick the ball on last ever.
Yeah.
So they're incapable of like doing certain things, but they work to what their strengths are. Build up through the forwards, kill every team in the middle, and spread it out wide. For the first 5, 6, 7 weeks of the season, they go out wide to like inept players, bro.
Yeah, players that
But
just...
like Tommy Talau is coming off an injury.
But he was
Like
unbelievable.
no Stafford Toa, and this is the Stafford Toa, bro. He's another W Mans of the week, brother. He ate Valentine Holmes alive.
my
I've been
God.
calling Valentine Toa for all weekends.
They've
since that-
merged
since
their
that
names
moment.
together?
No, because Stafford's his dad, so he's got to have his dad's last name, you know.
Yeah, him... What did he score? A hat-trick?
No, I think he had 2 tries, 2 try assists. He had more tackle breaks than runs, which is like David Fafita stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Every time there were runs where he's breaking the tackle from Valentine Holmes twice. Like he was unbelievable. The whole team was just
Yeah,
unbelievable.
he pocketed him, man.
That
He put
forward pack, bro. That forward pack. I even said it when we did our preseason stuff. They have a very good forward pack, but the ball goes out wide to players who are not very good at beating their man and scoring tries, and they drop the ball a lot. With Buller there, with Toa there now. Honestly, even I think he even got hooked on the weekend, but like
Bulla was the fullback.
Tommy Talau.
Tommy Talau, yeah.
Like they're playing very very good football, man.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy for them.
It's good for
The
them.
Tigers fans, you deserve all of this, man.
Bro, and they're only what? Like, they're almost the same position as the Bulldogs on the ladder.
No, they got 2 less wins than the Bulldogs.
Okay, well, yeah.
So the
that's
Dragons,
sorry,
yeah, it's just because they,
But they had a bye, Dragons. So.
yeah, they both Tigers had a bye
buys.
too. So
Okay.
yeah,
But man, big up to Luke Brooks. I got 2 players from the same team that before we go on to Illmans need a big shout out. First person is Josh Schuster. Bro,
he was great.
He was the difference for Manly. He's that kind of person that they missed, I think, bro, because he was just running amok, bro. They played Canberra, right? And they just ran amok. Everyone had Canberra as favourites. No one ever thought Manly were ever going to do anything. I tipped against them.
I did too.
But bro, like, the way he was playing, and he's lost a lot of weight. He's taken it serious. That number 6 role, he really wants it. It's for him. And you've seen the difference between him and Johns when they had to pick Johns in the side. But he was just... Bro, I love watching him play. I love players like that flary that can make something out of nothing. And I think he helped Tommy, who is my other W Mans of the round. I think he helped Tommy, elevate his game on that. He made his life just way easier with the playmaking and whatnot.
There are going to be times where, like, there are going to be games where they're better off with, like, when Josh is like he was against Canberra, he's unbelievable to watch. And then he has his bad games where the discipline issues come in.
Yeah.
He looks like he doesn't want to be there. But if he can do that consistently, he's gonna be one of the best 6s in the comp if he can do that.
I don't think he doesn't want to be there. I just think that...
No, like...
I think there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. Like on Instagram, he posted something before and whatnot. I don't know like what the whole thing was about, but it was just more of like, all right, keep talking about me. I'm going to show you what I can prove. And he came out on the weekend and done that.
Yeah, he did.
And even when he returned before, that first game he had, he came out and put on a performance. So shout out to him. And then the next one is obvious for everyone. Tommy Turbo, bro. Where the hell has that been? Did your hamstring get fixed overnight, brother? What'd you do?
He's fooled all of us, bro.
What happened? You literally ran amok on everyone. I think Brad Fittler knew this was going to happen, of course. And I remember speaking to someone at on the Barbers on the weekend and telling him, like, because he's a Canberra supporter, shout out to Mark, and he goes, you reckon Tommy will do it? I'm like, nah, there's no chance. You can't do that in 1 week. Like,
yeah, it's
from
like
limping
a turnaround.
from limping and no speed and like Nikora flying past you to that was just different gravy.
As
bro.
I'm telling you, bro, they got WD-40 on the joints, bro. He was all good. All brand new. No more squeaky joints, bro. Because the try where he scored, I think it was the second one.
Schuster inside ball.
Yeah, and he just ran through the whole team. Bro, I was like, what? I was on
picked him
my way
after that.
back from the Dogs game, bro, and I'm like, what the hell did I just see?
I picked him for Origin just off that.
Yeah, no. As soon as I see that, I'm like, now you have to pick him.
Yeah.
Screw our lineups.
Yeah, don't about our lineups.
No more Campbell Graham, bro. As much as I love the bloke,
We'll talk about him soon.
We're gonna talk about him soon, but like, this is your center now.
He's unbelievable. When he's on, he's unbelievable. And that's why he got picked. Let's move on to Illmans because we got a lot to talk about in Origin.
There is Nathan Cleary too.
For W? Okay, Nathan Cleary, shout out to you, brother.
Big shout out.
Bro, I watch so much sports on the weekend, I forget what happens on Thursdays and Fridays, wallah. Illmans, first ones first. And you made a TikTok about this. I died, bro. Everyone shared it around. Ponga playing the ball. What was that, bro? Too many heads.
That's what the only way you can describe it is that, bro. He's turning around, yelling at his teammate.
I gotta show you
it like it's the last tackle. Like, brother, you're not playing touch football, bro.
The
Play the fucking ball.
Man, he's had too many head knocks. I think that's the only reason.
Oh, that's what I said. The HIAs, bro, they're adding up.
The HIAs.
No, look,
That was funny,
It's
bro.
an honest mistake, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's Kalen.
Nah, I think he would
and
even
he's
laugh
sort
about
of
it.
yeah.
I
Like,
think he laughed about it too, bro.
Yeah.
But that was...
it happens, bro. Sometimes, bro, I played the ball backwards once.
Who played the ball sideways from the Bulldogs?
I can't
Zelezniak?
remember.
I think it was Zelezniak.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was the funniest shit
And
ever, bro.
sometimes it happens. You lose your bearings, bro.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith, he thought they were winning.
These ones. Another one. I got Tino and I got Radley. Tino because the speed tackle didn't get charged for it. Nothing ever happened.
Has
to him.
Tino lost him? Like, bro, Tino did
Basically,
everything
yeah.
possible in the last 20 minutes to make sure the Dogs won.
Yeah.
How many penalties, man?
I love his aggression, bro. But he gave too many penalties.
Oh,
away.
he caught-
I think he's their captain, isn't he? Their
Yeah,
captain.
he copped an L, bro. He copped an L from PANGAI.
And that elbow shit. I don't like to say that shit.
Yeah, well, he got charged for it, bro.
He didn't. He got charged for the speed tackle.
No, he like
Well, he didn't get suspended.
Gus said that they didn't blow a penalty and then they charged him. Yeah,
Oh, we're gonna get into the refs when we talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
game of
all
the
the
round. But
referees,
Radley,
cuz.
I think Radley's missing a few weeks now. Again, we're gonna talk about him in Illmans. I can't believe it.
How did he not get binned?
I don't know.
The biggest L mans of the round are these bloody referees this round, bro.
I gotta agree with you.
Like, what the hell?
I
Like,
hate
what-
talking about
every
refs.
game, bro.
Every week, I hate talking about refs. Wallah, it kills me.
Cuz,
I have to drop some Facebook status fire sometimes, bro. and talk shit.
what the hell is wrong? These are the true L's, bro.
They are
They are the true L's.
not the players.
And
bro.
Valentine Tower.
And Valentine. I got them. I got them, and I got the Cowboys as well. Cowboys, Roosters, Radley, Tino, and Ponga are all in Illmans. Just go back and watch the round. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Game of the round for me. Straight out, I had the Dogs, Titans, Tigers, Cowboys, but straight out, that I forgot about the Dragons, Roosters game. How good that was!
Oh, best finish
End
of
to
the
end.
season. Best
End
finish
to
of the
end,
season.
bro. Whoever kicked it and scored the unbelievable result, and I was cheering. And I hate Dragons, bro, and I hate all. I'm in the group chat.
Bro, we
with-
tipped them, bro. We tipped them.
I tipped them, yeah. You know, man.
We both tipped them, bro.
Best shittest tipster in the world. You know what I mean?
Honestly, the biggest L of the year is the Roosters.
Is the Roosters, bro. Because that was a shocking, that was horrendous, bro. The Dragons deserve to win that. I'm not going to say horrendous, but that first half, the Dragons came out because I've never seen anything like it. I could not believe we had new manager bounce in the NRL.
Yeah, that's why I picked the Dragons, and I was watching it live on Kick, bro, and that was one of the most unbelievable.
Things ever.
I was going ballistic when that try got scored.
Because that was not normal. That was unbelievable. But that's one of the good games that we had this weekend. Tigers, Cowboys, for obvious reasons. Tigers blew them out of the water. I think Todd Payton's honeymoon phase is done. I think it's... I know that it's Taumalola and there's injuries in that, but... Man, you're versing the Tigers, bro. Like,
You can't.
you can't lose to that extreme. All right, if you lose field goal and whatnot, but like you said, this is a revenge game for the Tigers.
They haven't scored that many points since the 70s, bro, or something
Never.
like that.
I don't think. I think that's the biggest in their history.
And that's tied for the biggest loss in Cowboys history.
Unbelievable, man. And then obviously Dogs and Titans. We're going to talk about this one in detail. That first of all, the hip drop, shocking, rubbish. Okay, I'm happy we didn't get sin-binned. Even though I hoped we got sin-binned, just so everyone can understand what the hell we go through. But we get sin-binned, we don't win that game. And you had to say we had to make 3 captains challenges. 3 captains. I've never seen an NRL team make 3 captains challenges and get them all right. That just shows you how, I don't know. I hate saying this, but I feel like there's such an agenda on the Bulldogs.
But then again, they did do us a favor because I think the last challenge, or one of the one with Max King, where he's they waited a minute and then let us
It
challenge
just shows you how.
But the call was right.
Of course,
The
but it
call
just
was-
shows you how these refs actually don't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
How many times do you see a call after 30 seconds get done?
Bro,
It's
Chris
very
Butler
common.
is the opposite of Jimmy Butler. He's the biggest L referee I think I've seen in the league.
He's not
He
human.
just seems lost, bro. He just seems like... Because I feel like there are a lot of referees that don't like the bunker in their ear all the time.
I know
Chris
that.
Butler needs the bunker in his ear because he's that bad.
Bro, they had that. They had Tino's elbow. I
Tino
get it.
speeds-
I get it.
Tino-
It's NRL. Yeah, I get it. Like you're gonna run and put your. But come on, that shouldn't be allowed. Number
No,
one.
you're not allowed to run with your forearm up.
Speed tackle. I haven't
Oh.
seen a speed tackle. Wallah in like maybe 2 years.
Yeah, that was...
and no sin bin. So I don't understand.
How do you not get binned? They want to... This is the problem with the NRL. They say they care about player safety. Mate, are you serious?
But we
A
changed-
player's getting dumped nearly on his head, bro, and you don't bin that.
And you know
you'll bin a player that's fallen on a bloke's legs.
You know
like,
what?
do you really care about, bro? You say you care about player safety, you care about head knocks, you care about damage to the head, to the neck, but then you don't sin bin Tino for dumping PANGAI on the head. I don't get it.
You know what burns me? The game. I said this a couple episodes back. The game changed completely after the Alex McKinnon's unfortunate situation, right? But then we see shit like that, and it's all good. We might see Radley run in and hit someone late, get sin-binned for that, but that doesn't get sin-binned.
Cause
That's what I'm telling you. It does not make sense. There's
Because
no
if
consistency.
PANGAI did that, yeah, if
Yeah.
PANGAI did that, bro, because they'll
It'll be
be
8
on
weeks.
death row, 7 years in life in prison.
Yep.
If he did that, bro.
Yep.
But Tino gets off somehow.
You remember Hetherington with us? Do you remember Hetherington?
If Hetherington did that, cause give him the death penalty straight away.
Do you remember Hetherington? The ref told him you're too aggressive. I'm like, oh my, this is like, that for me, I don't know, bro. But that killed me. And the Bulldogs, bro, I want to shout out the Bulldogs because that's one thing about us, bro. We never give up.
Cause it's been happening the last 4 weeks. We have the worst start imaginable,
And then we
fight our way back.
I think the penalty count was 7-2 in the
It was
first half.
7-1 in the first half.
Cause
It ended up being 8-8, but it's because the last 10 minutes, the Titans could stop hitting us high.
Yeah.
And doing all these, like, the really bad, like, really dumb penalties to give away. They kept doing them. Like, you can't even, like, you watch the penalty, and, like, you can't say anything about it if you're a Titans fan.
Even there was a try we scored where Alamari scored it.
Yeah, but that was obstruction. But the
Okay.
guy was already on his feet.
Okay, but exactly what I'm trying to say to you is, do you remember what happened a couple rounds ago against the New Zealand Warriors? Yeah, and everyone was like, "Yeah, but you got the call right before it, whatever." I didn't care about the call. I didn't care if we lost the game. It doesn't bother me. What bothers me is there's never consistency with this shit. So how is that an obstruction? Okay, so Tanner Boyd, I think it was Tanner Boyd.
Yeah, it was.
He's 15 meters away, whatever it is. He's not getting to him. Okay, the rules are rules. They want to go black and white on something, but when it comes to discredit the Bulldogs, they want to start seeing colours.
Yeah, no, like they say, oh yeah, it's the rule, but then half the time they don't have that mentality. It's like depends on the guy who's in the bunker. You're supposed to leave your personal opinion and bias out of it when you're a referee and just go by the book.
Literally, bro, and it kills me, man.
You know what I mean? But they don't. Sometimes they go by the book, and sometimes they're like, oh nah, I don't like this team, or for whatever reason, nah, that's a no try.
That's what burns me the most, bro. Well, it pisses me off so much, but we're gonna put that aside.
Just a very good win by the Dogs, and we love when you guys show heart. You guys showed heart to try and come back against the Warriors. Same thing against the Raiders.
Everything about that Bulldogs performance, I was so happy with. PANGAI stepped up and showed his
got picked.
He got picked for Origin just over that, bro, and I'm so happy for that. Since we're talking about Origin, let's get straight into it. Yeah. Right? I got a question before we get into the squads and whatnot, and I heard this on Bloke in a Bar. The best, you know, he's the GOAT.
The number one.
He's the number one. He's the GOAT. And they were talking about something very interesting. And us being NBA fans, us watching multiple sports and seeing how they showcase different parts of the game, man, I think the squad selection, I think they changed it from Sunday to Monday. Man, I feel like there should be some sort of presentation for it, where the player gets called out and we have like like the All-Star game where LeBron and whatever, they pick their teams. And I think Freddie and Slater should sit down at the same venue or whatever it could be. You can have whatever they want. The Bloke and a Bar boys suggested this, so it's not directly coming from me, but I thought it was a good idea. Man, do some like announcements, some presentation, get some anticipation going. Let the players, give them a mic, let them, talk some shit before. I think that'll be so good, bro. It'll make a lot of more people interested in it. You know how many people don't watch NRL anymore, like old heads, because they're like, it's just this
but
shit.
a lot of the ratings are all doing pretty well.
I know that, but I'm saying a lot of.
But here's the thing. Here's the issue with that is you got to do it 3 times around. You got to do it 3 times a year.
Beautiful.
There's one All-Star game.
That's fine.
Do it
3
the
times.
same guys are going to get a medal every time.
But what's wrong with doing the 3? Do it. It's so good, bro.
No,
it
I
keeps people
don't think
interested.
the players should be involved. I think it should just be a public presentation. Freddie Fittler, Sunday 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Do it. How it's on Monday morning, I don't know. Okay. I don't get it. But Sunday 7:30, you go public press conference. Say the name.
You know what I say? Because
say the whole name, the whole roster.
I think because it's such a big, bro. It's such a big, it's our biggest thing in NRL is Origin.
Yeah.
When Origin comes, brother,
that's peak
state
football.
versus state, mate versus mate. No one cares who you, bro. No one cares about this guy. No one cares about that guy. If he's a Queenslander and I'm on the New South Wales team, it's dramas until it's over.
It's the only thing that I've seen in sport where it's like you don't play for your club or your country. It's it's essentially an all-star game. Like between 2 states, and they care about it more than they do a grand final.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
the
same level.
It's the best.
It's amazing. You go watch the All-Star game because you turn it off by the first quarter.
Yeah,
because it's 100 to 98.
No defense, nothing.
Yeah, these guys, they defend harder in the Origin arena
than that.
I think it should be. Yeah, I agree. It should be like Fila should be announcing at 7:30 Sunday night. Why Monday morning? Why are we waiting till now?
Yeah, it's pretty silly, bro. And we were all tripping out. Like,
I was looking at the wedding. Like, where's his team at, bro? And then I see, what the hell, PANGAI?
For
They announced the
content,
team.
for content creators, it's hard too because like it's their job anyway. But anyway, we figure a way out.
Yeah,
we figure it out and work around it. It's fine.
We adapt.
We adapt and we evolve. New South Wales game 1 team. I'm gonna read it out. Oh my god, it's not in order. I got it in order here. 1 sec.
No, I got it off the top of my head, right?
Okay, well I want to read it off my phone because I want to be a bit more. I got a book in front of me, professional, this that. James Tedesco, Brian To'o, Latrell Mitchell, Tom Turbo, Josh Adokar. In the halves, you got Luai Cleary, Pangai Jr. at 8, Api Coruscant at 9, Payne Haas at 10, 11 Frizzell, Young 12, Hudson Young, 13 at lock is Isaiah. Then we go to the bench, Junior Paulo, Cameron Murray, Liam Martin, Nico Hines, 18th man, 19th man, Stephen Crichton, and Stefano Utakamano. Now, there's a lot of players that missed out on this for this team, and I'm gonna start off with Campbell Graham. Well, I'm gonna tell you the names, and you tell me what you think. Campbell Graham, Olakau'atu, the Saifidi brothers, okay, Clemmer, and Damien Cook. I might have missed some names, but they're the big names that missed out.
Jack DeBellin too.
Nah.
A lot, mate. If you
Nah.
and the fact he's very versatile in the forwards, he should get an honourable mention.
Okay, mention
But I
him,
think
but I don't think he's
I'd
anywhere
rather
near.
other players there.
Yeah.
Like if you ask me DeBellin or Martin, I'm gonna go DeBellin because DeBellin's been playing.
Yeah.
Martin's barely been playing, bro.
You have this Martin agenda. I gotta hear it, man.
How's it just like
What do we think? What do you think of Damien Cook not getting picked?
that's the one that it annoys me a bit. But it's like they've gone with one hooker.
I like that. I'm
And
happy for that.
I like 2 hookers, but he wants 1 hooker. Fair enough. But it's Cook or it's Appy. Like
Yeah.
it's
There's
not
no
like Appy's, bro. If it's they're like this and this the last 4 years, bro. There's nothing that really separates them. It just depends. Like you watched Appy on the weekend. I think it literally came down to I watched Appy Coruscant on the weekend.
He was better. In
He
better
had
form.
4 tries, bro.
Yeah.
Like you
For a
can't
Tigers team.
like as a hooker. Like
that's crazy.
You can't not like you can't really get much better.
Mm-hmm.
And what's Cookie doing? Cookie didn't take 1 run the whole game, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Where's Cook?"
Cook hasn't been bad this year, but I think he's
No,
been better.
Cook's been the best hooker in the league this year, in my opinion. But where was he on the weekend? You know what I mean? Like Souths needed him. They needed him to run against a big pack like that, and he wasn't
Nowhere to
running
be
for
found.
some reason. So I think it's clear that Freddie has made some decisions based off of what happened this week.
Yeah, definitely. It's most.
You know what I mean?
it's
So,
clear.
and that's what separates them, in my opinion, because nothing really ever does.
Yeah, and what about the Saifidi brothers? Nah.
No,
You
no.
don't-
But even when they got picked, I always want to Clemmer over them because Clemmer's numbers dwarfs them. But the thing with the Saifidis brothers is in the Origin arena, they do lift.
They do very well.
And they
I was never
good
a fan.
try-scoring props. But I think there's just better options.
Yeah.
And there were better options when they got picked, and they overachieved based off how they played for club, you know?
I agree with that.
But-
Olakau'atu and Clemmer.
Look, Big Shmole, he was the one that got dotted the most.
I really wanted him to play. I really wanted him in the team.
I know he's been patchy the last 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
But mate, for a majority of this season, he's probably been the best back rower in the game. Frizzell, Finn Diesel as well, Finn Diesel keeps getting suspended. But like I know he's a Queensland, but
Olakau'atu has been one of the best, like you said, and everyone talks about how good he's been. No one is taking that away from him, but I don't know, man. They went with experience over it.
yeah, they went with experience, but
Him and Clemmer should have been. I think they had a good big shout to get picked.
I think Stefano got picked over him because of the youth. I think Stefano has like future Origin forward written all over him.
They talk about him a lot. He was in camp last year as well, so they really believe Fittler. Freddie Fittler really thinks he's going to be that prospect.
Right, even when you watched him at Cabra, bro, you knew there was something special.
He's
about
a
him,
big
you know
boy,
what I
and
mean? He's a unit, bro.
Aggressive boy too. Campbell Graham, man. He said he was injured.
No,
And
that's cap. He's playing this week.
I know, that's what he said he was injured this week, and then he's starting for Rabbitohs this week. So I'm happy because I got him in Supercoach, but man, I really wanted to see him in Origin. But it's hard. Like, I understand South supporters are pissed off and whatnot, but come on, bro. Like, Turbo can really win you the game or whatnot. And I wasn't even back in Turbo. But if he played like that, if he has that in his locker, still on however he's been playing, come on, you got to pick him. We all know that.
The only reason Turbo doesn't get picked is because of health. I'm not having it from anyone. I don't
That's
care.
what I'm saying.
And Turbo, you can say, oh, he hasn't been that good this year for Turbo standards. You can beat him to any other fullback in the comp, and he'll still look better. His numbers will still look better than them.
Definitely.
And if he was in a better team, his numbers would be even better. But insane. Like, if he's healthy, if he's available, you pick Turbo. This guy has been carrying the team.
Literally.
He was the best player in the last series he plays next to Latrell Mitchell. We miss them. We miss those two players. Like, you can't even describe it in words how much we miss those players because we rely on them. They literally carry us.
They can break a game, bro. They can literally
And look at
change
who
the game.
they're up against, bro. If Stafford Toa can do that to Valentine,
But
I
we
know players live when they put the Maroons jersey on, especially Maroons jersey.
But we know what Valentine Holmes can do, bro. He's broken my heart a few times. So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
oh,
lie.
he's a machine.
He's
in
a
the
gun
Origin
player,
arena.
and probably that night wasn't his night. But man, coming up against Latrell or Tommy is gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun for the.
Is there anyone you would have added in?
Like, yeah, I look. Liam Martin's a great player. He was exceptional in the World Cup, exceptional for Penrith, but 5 games this year, bro, and like a lot of them have been off the bench,
I hear that.
which is like it just screams to me that they're easing him into the team.
Yeah.
He's been eased into NRL. Yeah, he's playing good. He was great against Brisbane, but they're easing him in still.
So he's not 1,000% ready.
This is my
Basically,
point with Adokar too.
Yeah.
Bro, Adokar's still limping on the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, he could have been... He played well, but, like, I'm not... And I know they have experience, and I know they've done all right in the Origin arena, but, like, you have... Like, if we won, I'd understand. If we won last year, I'd understand pick and stick with Liam Martin.
But we didn't.
But we didn't win, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, why are you picking and sticking with Luai? Where was he?
Well,
Where was he, man? And he hasn't even done that well this year. I'd even prefer Cody Walker in there.
I'd never
and Cody Walker in the Origin arena went missing
I
altogether.
would never pick Cody Walker again, bro.
But
Ever
But
again.
if you're talking based on just like Cody, like Luai wishes he was as good as Cody.
Yeah.
He really does.
Because Cody's an unbelievable player
Because like that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what more can Hines do?
to get picked. I think this is the last
Only
game.
the only thing he can do more than what he's doing is go play for Penrith.
But listen, this is the last game, I think, for Luai to prove something, to show something. Because if he doesn't, he knows Hines is, and I promise you he will play good. Because Hines
Yeah, he will play good because the team is good.
Yeah.
I think our team is just better.
No, I think he will stand out in this Origin. And I'm not the biggest Luai fan or whatnot, but I think I don't think he's a bad player.
No, he's not.
But
No.
obviously, he looks way better with Nathan Cleary next to him. But I would love to see Nico Hines there as well. Like, I would love to say that. And I think game 2, I think that happens in game 2.
But here's the thing. What's the point of picking Nico? What's he going to do from the bench?
Nah, come on, bro.
What's he going to do from the bench?
If the game-
How many minutes is Nico going to play?
But if
5?
the game is tight, yeah. Like Jack, do you remember Jack Whiten came on and provided a lot for us off the bench?
Because Jack White and like Hines can play in the halves and fullback. Are you going to sub Tedesco off?
No, but you bring it.
No. Who are you going to bring on?
Same thing as Queensland when they had Ben Hunt, Daly Cherry Vince, Cameron Munster, Kalen Ponga, and Harry Grant. They had them all on the field at the same time, and that's literally what crashed us, bro.
Yeah, but they're versatile. No,
Yeah.
what crashed us is forwards, bro.
I understand that, but imagine Cleary's not having the best game of his life, right? And he just needs that extra spark. Sometimes it doesn't work out
But you're never going to sub out Cleary.
No, I'm not saying you're gonna sub him out, but you bring him on, and they work
Where?
together. You just bring him on, cause
But where are you going to put him?
you bring him on at lock.
At lock.
You bring him on in the forward. You have to sacrifice. Sometimes in games, there's certain minutes in the games. I know what you're saying.
I think it's a waste of spot.
I think what you're saying.
I love Nico,
No,
but
but I always think we should have a 14, no matter what. I think that's the most important thing. And I heard James Graham talking about this, that Burden is a better 14 than Nico Hines.
that's what I'm saying. Because at
Okay.
least you can put Burden in the forwards and it'll be all right.
Okay, but what if they pick Hines and then let's say he plays half the 80 minutes, right? Let's say something happens and he plays and he's not up to scratch. I think that's a good way of saying, all right, bro, you're not ready for this. We got to go with a different option now.
Yeah,
So
but
I don't know. I like.
it's in if you're looking at like that's something that you're gonna need hindsight for, but like you're preparing for the worst when you could be using a spot that's gonna be solid regardless.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
And as much as I love Hines, and he's playing so good that you have to pick him at 14. There is the saying like, what are you really gonna do with Nico?
Yeah, look, I would have picked Hines at 6.
Yeah, I would
and
have
Burden
too.
at 14.
That's how I would have, or Cook
That's
at
what I would've
14.
said,
Cook
so.
is too good not to pick. And you want to talk about a possible game changer if the game.
No way.
If the game is tight and you want a game changer, Appy doesn't even play 80 minutes for club football all the time.
I know that, but bro, it's you either pick one or else you're gonna have 2 hookers. What's the difference?
I think 2 hookers is better than having a halfback on the bench, man.
Someone that can play 3 positions, 2 positions. You think Hines can play on the wing, center? If something happens, you know what I mean? Like it's a lot of.
I don't think he can.
Nah, he can. Let's say Tedesco gets injured when we had Gutherson. And remember Gutherson had to play fullback. Horrendous.
Yeah, but like
We
it's
won
just
nothing.
what ifs, man.
Exactly, but you
Yeah,
have
but you have 3 fullbacks on the field.
who, and you're gonna move, and then you lose something. If you put Latrell at fullback, you lose a good center.
Yeah, but if you have, let's say you have Burden or you have Wyden, even though he can't,
I'd
you
pick-
put him at center.
I'm saying to you,
You
I'd
can't
pick-
put Nico at center.
I'd pick, but I think Burden can do the Hines can do the job. But
I don't think he can.
I think Burden is of course a better utility option. It's not because I'm a Bulldog supporter, but as a utility, he'll be unbelievable there.
I feel like there are more situations where a player like Burden
Let's say
or Cook will be valuable to the team
more than Hines.
and will make sense more than a halfback being there. It's like having. Sometimes you're gonna have to. If you're not gonna start Nico, I don't think there's value in picking him.
Okay.
Just like there's no value.
I hear that. It makes
there's
sense.
zero value in having Luai on the bench for pretty much the same reason.
Yeah,
Except Nico can play one more position,
But
fullback,
I think it's easing.
which is we have 3 of.
I think this is an easing part of it, man. I think if anything it doesn't go well in that, Hines gets 6.
I think Hines is there because I feel like we can't really win this big, and that's when Hines is gonna have the most value when the game's already over.
Yeah. All right, let's get into Queensland. We've spoke a lot about New South Wales. Queensland teams here. I got it right in front of me. Ready to go? You ready to hear it? You know it off the top of your head, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Reece Walsh at fullback. Selwyn Cobbo, Valentine Holmes, Hammer. I'm just going to say the Hammer. And Murray Tuolagi. I think the boys are going to eat. Our boys are going to eat, right? Munster, Cherry Evans in the halves. Flegler, Ben Hunt, Lindsay Collins, Tom Gilbert, David Fafita, Carrigan, and then we move to the bench. Harry Grant, Tino, Ruben Cotter, Jai Arrow. 18th man, 19th man is Tom Dearden and Christian Welsh. Now, that forward pack is delicious. That's an unbelievable forward pack.
It's
Straight
only
up.
going to get better in game 2.
You think that they'll add more to it in
Or
game
who are
two?
they missing?
Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. What do you
They're
mean in
missing
game
Finn
2?
Diesel.
Okay,
They're
yeah.
missing Cape Ball due to injury.
Yeah, that's who I've had in my missed out list, to be honest
But I heard he's got hurt, and that's why he didn't get picked. But then Billy's saying he had to make those phone calls like he was available. It's a good 4-pack.
It's
A
unbelievable.
little bit light on size.
Not really. They got Tino like, on the
They
bench
got
as
one
well.
big guy on the bench.
Yeah, who else? Jai Arrow's not a big
Jai
guy.
Arrow's been playing prop, but he's not the...
Yeah, he's not there for that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he's there. He'll probably play prop, but like... And he's such a good player as well.
Yeah, Jai Arrow's a gun, bro. Jai Arrow is
He
literally...
came back and then South's been on a win streak.
He's literally a perfect Origin... Queens, like, he's a perfect player for Origin. That grubbiness in him is unbelievable.
But I feel like they just need... Like the big red machine, man.
Yeah, let me get to my who missed out list on Queensland. This is my list. I've put about 5-6 names. Obviously, the most obvious one is Gagai. I'm happy that he didn't get picked because the brother just changes whole modes. Just becomes Jimmy Butler when it comes to freaking Origin.
Yeah, he's...
In the playoffs.
That was... Somebody commented that.
Did they?
On my TikTok, bro. That is the best comparison I've ever seen in my life. Because he's like Jimmy Butler.
He just turns
Like
it on in Origin.
the big games, especially these Origin series, he just becomes a completely different player. And he's been playing good for club football.
has.
Yeah, I know Connor Tracy burnt him, but Connor Tracy burns everyone. He's just that quick.
Contrast is pretty quick.
And but Gagai, man, the last series he was abysmal. I can't really sugarcoat it. I think I'm just remembering because I looked at the stats after the series last year. I still remember it was that bad. I think it was 26 missed tackles
Yeah, he
in
was
3
shocking.
games.
He was the big focal point of why he was so
His
bad.
highlight was punching Burden. That was his highlight.
No,
And
that
I
was a
feel
great-
like that's why Pangai got picked, is we don't want to get bullied.
Yeah.
And Pangai,
We
bro,
didn't even talk about Pangai.
yeah, I just want to say, Pangai got picked so that there's one boxer on the field at all times.
Yeah, literally.
No one, Paulo or Pangai.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them's going to be on the field at all given times. So you got to mess with a gigantic boxer who will smash the crap out of you.
Man, I'm happy that they... Actually,
But they got Mongrel. And this Queensland team has Mongrel too. I'm very happy for Reece Walsh. It is a well-deserved selection. I don't want to hear nothing about no Ponga. Ponga's had one good game in the whole season. He's played like 3 or 4 games.
And he's missed a lot of games as well.
The team is pretty much... They look better without him half the time.
We've been saying it all season.
Bro, you can't. For every game you have, like, he killed... Who did he kill? What team did they smash?
He had good games last week.
He had the good game
The week
last
before,
the
the
week
week
before, like the week
His
the
return
week before.
week.
No, that wasn't his return week. Was Para, and he missed 10 tackles in one half.
Okay.
Remember the TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
So for
People
every
run
good
crazy.
game he has a game like that, and he just needs to play more football.
Yeah.
And it's funny that Liam Martin's played in the same amount of games he got picked.
Reece Walsh, man, I think well-deserved, bro. People were saying, like, he won't be ready for Origin and whatnot. I don't think anything scares him. I think he's one of those fullbacks that... Bro, he's got balls, but he doesn't care. Like I was watching Adam Reynolds and one of the content creators talking, and Adam Reynolds like, yeah, like he just has to slow down, bro, because he's always at full speed, bro. The guy's just he wants to put his hand in everything.
Yeah.
And when you watch, and it made sense because when I watch him, like, I don't know him personally, I don't know him in training, but when I watch him, that's what I see.
Yeah.
The guy is everywhere, full 110%. The guy's not slowed down, so that in Origin could go two ways, and I think that it will go more to the good side than the bad side.
Yeah, I think I think there's gonna be no like decent game for him. I think he's either gonna have a howler
Or
he's
or
either
a
gonna
cracker
he's
game.
absolutely gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's no in between.
Yeah.
And he has been a little bit drop nuts with some of these bombs,
Yeah.
some of these little weird awkward kicks.
If
that
Tommy's
Suey
jumping on
likes to
top of him, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, and if you put like he's good under, and then some games he's amazing under pressure. Sometimes he tries to he's running too fast to take the ball.
Literally.
properly. That's his biggest issue that I've seen. But I think he 100% deserves it. Hammer, I'm glad to have him there.
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna.
he's just a really good player. No, like I'm glad that he's playing from like just a fan standpoint because he deserves a spot. He's been playing very good, and they're obviously going to try and deploy him the same way we deploy our fullback centers. But another guy that I don't think should be there is, Murray Taulangi. Guy's barely played this year, and he hasn't looked like he did last year.
Looks like they all got their contracts in Cowboys and dipped, bro.
Yeah,
They all got payday and just said, "Hey, I'm out, man." Take
he's
it
a good
easy.
player, but I don't think he's. I'd have Hammer on the wing and Gagai at center, or swap them around.
Yeah, one of the two.
But
Someone
yeah.
else that missed out. I got 3 other players. Yeah, Capo. I didn't know that he missed out because of injury.
No. I think he's like Billy made it seem in the press conference like he didn't want to pick him.
Okay.
So he said that the call to make it. He's mentioning like calls to Cape World, Gay Guy, Ponga.
They were hard calls.
They were hard
You had
calls.
to say no to
So
him.
yeah, if Capo was injured, it wouldn't be that much of
You know who else missed out? And it was a big shout for me. Hopgood.
He's a very good player.
Good player.
But he's a rookie.
I get it. It makes sense. They'll probably bleed him in later. But I thought they'll just bring him into camp at least or something.
Yeah, I thought so too.
They'll bring him in and get him used to it. And
the
then the last one before we head off, Big Red.
The Big Red Machine. I wasn't going to let you say nothing without me talking about the Big Red Machine. Because the brother, I know he gave away penalties on the weekend, but he's just got so much emotion and mongrel. He's a big guy. Like, you want that bloke on your team. Everybody's going to... He's made for the Origin Arena.
100%.
His hair is maroon even, bro. That's how much maroon is in his blood. And it would have been great to see him play.
Yeah, man. I think...
as a New South Wales fan, I'm glad he's not playing.
Yeah, well, he would have... That run he done against the Bulldogs broke my heart, bro. Like, someone just take him to the ground. No one could take him to the ground. One more thing before we head off on Origin. PANGAI junior selection. I'm actually very happy with Freddie this year because he picked Adokar, even though it's probably not the best time to pick Adokar because of his injury. But I don't care, bro. I'd love to see him. Even if he has a bad game, all good, I understand. It makes sense.
I don't think he'll have a bad game.
I don't think
he just doesn't seem fully 100%. And then Campbell Graham...
Forget all that. Pangai Jr. for me getting picked. Like Freddie said, it's a risk. But I think this can change his actual season, bro, for Pangai. I think... Because, I was listening to people talk about Pangai, like... it was Willie Mason, actually. And he was just saying, like... Man, this guy, he's very knowledgeable. He asks a lot of questions. You don't say that on the field, but yeah. You say, like, I aggro, you know. I think getting picked and being confident and feeling right within himself on that big arena will be a good thing for the Bulldogs too, bro. Yeah. And I hope there's a biff and he's involved, bro.
Yeah, no, there will be a biff. And I'll tell you now, as somebody who is a massive fan of Tavita, I'm very happy he got picked.
I was surprised.
I wanted him picked last year because he's got that mongrel. Even though the guy has lost a lot of weight, I think they were planning on moving him to lock or in the back row this year.
Nah.
But because we're short on props, he's playing prop.
I think he'll still be good at prop.
No, he's still. But I don't think that's what the plan was. I think he's just there because we have no props. But what he did on the weekend was unbelievable. He is obviously he's the best offloader in football. He's not your typical Pangai angry man anymore. He's given away 1 penalty the entire season.
A lot of knock-ons.
A lot of knock-ons though.
Trying to do too much.
He drops the ball more than once a game.
Yeah.
I think it's getting close to twice a game. But like there was just 1 or 2 bad games where he didn't drop the ball on the weekend. But he's always looking for an offload.
I just want to see him play good because he's on big money. Obviously, everyone talks about money and stuff. But man, when he is if I see him do so well in Origin, I'm gonna be the happiest bloke.
Yeah, and I think he's made for that arena because of that mongrel. Like he's got that aggression, but he's not giving away penalties because of it anymore. And that's where we need it.
Smarten up
And
his game.
calm Pangai is more dangerous than angry Pangai.
100%.
And again, I just want to mention one more thing as well. David Clemmer. If Pangai didn't get picked, I wanted Clemmer in there. And I'll explain why. When he was at the Dogs, he didn't have an offload. He was suspect defensively at times. But here's the thing, man. Like, this brother has 0 holes in his game, has dropped the ball 1 time, has given away 1 penalty the entire season. I don't even think he has. I think he's been flawless penalty.
Nah, bro. Honestly,
he has an offload now. He's elite defensively. Makes exceptional run meters.
He makes crazy run meters.
He is everything you want in a prop. He's got mongrel. He plays with heart. Sometimes he lets the anger go to his head sometimes. But this brother is a spectacular prop. Has been for years. And Freddie never picks him. This is the player that I look at the most. And I think Freddie does not like this player personally. Or there might be beef with him and some of the something is going on that's too fishy for him not to be there.
Yeah, he's been great, man, for the Tigers too. And don't forget, he's playing for the Tigers, so that's probably why you're not going to hear much about him. But Wallah, Clemmer has been good. I never liked him as soon as he left tonight. I didn't really rate his game or not. But like you said, big improvements, man. Let's get straight into round 13 tips, bro. There's only 5 games this week. It's going to be a bit of a boring weekend. The last week of EPL, I think, as well. It's one night. But first things first. The first game, Dolphins and Dragons. Tell me, what do you think?
I think because the Redcliffe lineup is a massive reshuffle. Tom Gilbert got picked. Felice Kafusi suspended. They're just short.
Yeah.
Like, I think they even got Tafade on the...
Even with Dragons, like, do you see Dragons doing anything with no Ben Hunt? Okay, so we're going Dragons.
I think I'm going to... These are games are just a coin flip, bro.
Okay.
They got Nick Arena. Like, I'm going Dragons because most of their forwards are playing.
Okay.
Most of their players are playing. Apart from Hunt, who got picked?
No one.
Exactly. They know how to...
And Sullivan, Jack Bird, Sullivan.
Yeah, they're all playing, man. So I've just got the Dragons winning just off that.
So Dragons 1-12?
Yeah, the Dragons 1-12.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go Dragons 1-12 as well. Parramatta and Cowboys. Listen, bro. Parramatta can 13 plus and get their season going again.
Yeah,
bro.
this is a whitewash for Parramatta. I'm just thinking, like, no Dearden. They got Ben Hampton. This is going to be like 20 plus Parramatta. Okay. But these are the games that Para lose.
Yeah.
These are the games they lose, bro. When everybody thinks they're going to bloody win.
Boom. They got on the sports bet vibes. Yeah, I'm going to go Para 13 plus as well. Warriors, Brisbane. I think Adam Reynolds is still not back.
Yeah, no, it's going to be...
Adam Reynolds is back.
Yeah, but there are too many players been selected. And my guy, I love this player so much. I've been waiting for this day for too damn long. It's Metcalf time, bro. He's starting at 6.
For the Warriors.
And he's going to rip everyone up, bro. I've been waiting for this, bro. I've been waiting for this game for so long. This is the Warriors going to win. Right, and Bunty's starting, bro.
Give me a quick tip.
The Warriors, 1-12.
1-12. Warriors 1-12. Wow. No Payne Haas, no Kerrigan. Yeah, you have to go Warriors. At least 1-12. Not Roosters, sorry. Rabbitohs, Canberra. Rabbitohs, bro. I think Rabbitohs.
Who are they missing out? They're just missing the troll.
I think Rabbitohs, and I'm going to go 1-12.
Yeah, the troll.
Don't write off Canberra, but still.
The troll and Arrow's missing out. That's it.
And then the last game.
And Wyden against his future team.
Literally, he's going to show them, here, boys, score the tries. And then the last game of the round, Newcastle and Manly. Ooh, this is a no-brainer.
I don't even know.
Newcastle, man. Newcastle.
Wow, they're missing Frizzell.
Yeah, but Manly's missing Turbo. So it's a bit of a, I don't know. These are really coin toss games, bro. You just flip the coin and you pick the winner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Is it Newcastle? Yeah, because no Turbo either.
Yeah, I'm going to go Newcastle 13 plus.
I'm going to go Newcastle 1-12.
All right, that's it. We got anything else to say? Would you like to add anything else to League Lads today? The people have made it this far. Would you like to say anything to them?
I love you.
We hit 45 minutes, boys. We love you all. Boys and girls, if there's girls and girls watching, we appreciate it. Next week, we're going to be doing a big Origin episode. I think we'll try to release it a bit earlier than Wednesday because everyone is going to be ready for Origin on Wednesday. So tune into that. Like, subscribe. Follow Fred on Kick, is it?
Yeah, Kick now.
Let them know what's happening, bro.
We're moving.
Plug it up, bro.
We've switched platforms from Twitch to Kick. Lets me have more freedom. We can do the stuff that we were doing all the last 2 years. If you guys know, you know.
Let's go.
We're back to business, but I'm thinking of giving Kick a go for the next couple months. See how we go. Worst case, we go back to Twitch, but for now,
Streaming
After
the games on there, so if you
Yeah.
want to watch Fred on
We can
his
do a
stream
big watch along together, so it's going to be a lot of fun, boys.
while watching the games, tune in. We love you all. Stay
Yeah.
subscribed.
Kick.com/hecticfred.
Stay ajibe.